It's the end of 2022. And not to sound like Ebenezer Scrooge, but this is the time of year real estate agents that will make or break your 2023. So it's Thanksgiving this week, of course. And from now until the end of 2022 is the absolute slowest time to be a real estate agent, whether you're working with clients or you're investing in real estate. And it's also holiday season, and it's also going to be not so great weather coming up. So you have a choice. You are faced with a choice as a real estate professional right now as the end of the year nears, which is the choice of, are you going to just kind of coast for the rest of 2022, or are you going to plan to have a great 2023? The end of the year is always my very favorite time of the year. And it's my favorite time of the year because it's the quietest time of the year to be in real estate. It is the time where you actually have some free time. And again, not to sound like Scrooge, but you've got a decision to make if you're a real estate agent, if you're a real estate professional, which is a decision of whether or not you're going to use that time wisely. So there are two ways that you can use the time that we have left for the rest of the year. And it really depends on your goals, right? If your goals are to have an amazingly strong 2023, then you have to use this free time to plan out your 2023, to build the systems and the processes to ensure that you have an unbelievable, spectacular 2023. Or, and this is okay if you decide to make this decision, you can sit back, relax, enjoy out the rest of the year, enjoy the rest of the holiday season, and not build those systems and those tools and those processes to make sure that you have a great 2023. But that's a decision that you have the ability to consciously make right now. I know for me, the rest of the year is all going to be building out my 2023. That means I'm going to make sure to set the right goals. That means I'm going to take a hard look at what went right and what went wrong in 2022. That also means that I'm going to look at, what do I think is going to happen with the market in 2023? That is a huge thing that we need to be thinking about right now, as the market has really shifted a lot right now. Some of us are slow, not only because of the fact that it's towards the end of the year, but also because of the fact that the market shifted, right? So again, you have that choice right now. The choice is yours to determine whether or not you're going to set yourself up for a great 2023. Because again, as we know, right, as the season starts to get, as 2023 starts to start, and as January and February and March, and then spring selling season starts to really ramp up, we're going to lose that time again, right? So we have probably the next 60 to 90 days to make sure that we crush it. And the other thing I want to say, because of course, my claim to fame and what I help most people with, I help agents achieve financial freedom through investing in real estate. If you are thinking about adding investing to your real estate agent arsenal and you haven't had time to commit, again, these next 60 to 90 days are going to be the time where you actually have the time. Okay. So one thing that I'm going to be doing to be able to help all of you who I work with and who want to work with me is, in the very beginning of January, I'm going to be having a 5-week program where I'm going to be helping real estate agents set up for their 2023. And what we're going to do, I'm going to have much more of an announcement on this later, but we're going to be walking you guys through where you're at today, where you want to go, the investment vehicle that you choose, how to make sure that you're setting the right 3 to 6 priorities for 2020 for Q1 of 2023, and then how you can make sure that you get accountability for those 3 to 6 important things that you're going to be focused on. Now, again, I'll be making, a much more, bigger announcement about that later, but I'm also going to be helping people if they want to get a jump start on that. So if you want to get a jump start on the 5-week program that we're going to be rolling out over the next 2 to 3 weeks, make sure to reach out to me. I can give you some to-dos in the meantime, but again, I want you guys who want to crush 2023 to get into the mindset today that right now is the time to start focusing on systems and building out your 2023. Make sure you're focused on the right things, reflecting on what happened in 2023, 2022, and what you should be focused on in 2023, because now is the time. Now is the time to start buckling down and taking action, because again, we all know February, March, April starts to roll around. We're going to be out of time again. Okay. So all of those things that you've been putting off, the system building stuff, the investing stuff, anything that is a big part of your life, this is the time where you're going to be getting that time back, and the choice is yours. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work 80 hours a week, for the rest of the year, but it does mean that as things start to slow down, that you make a decision that you're going to be putting time, effort, and energy every single day into having a great 2023. So I'm going to be announcing much more on this stuff later. But for those of you who want to crush 2023, I just want to kind of set your mindset that this is the time of year to start building those systems. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great, happy, fun Thanksgiving. And I know some of you guys are going to be taking some time off. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of time off. But again, I want to set your mindset that this is the time to start building systems. So I'm going to be talking much, much more in my Facebook group, Agent Investor, about systems. If you're not in the Agent Investor group, go to www.agentinvestor.com. It's completely free to be in the group. And I look forward to helping show you guys how to build systems and showing you some of my systems for the remainder of the next 30, 60, 90 days before spring hits. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I will be reaching out to all of you very soon in the Agent Investor Facebook group on next steps about that specific program.